Let's go book shopping. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you've never seen me before, then hi, welcome. So I'm very excited for today's video. Yes, I know I say that in every video, but can you blame me? But today is going to be a different video because if you haven't already read the title, today I'm going to go book shopping and I'm going to take you guys along with me. So I've never done one of these. I mean, obviously I have gone book shopping, but this is my first time vlogging it or taking you guys along with me. But I thought, what better way to start the new year, 2024, which by the way, Happy New Year. That's insane and absolutely crazy to say. I still can't believe it that it's 2024. But yeah, I thought what better way to start the new year by posting a book shopping video. So this is also going to be like shopping for the new year kind of video. And then of course, when I get home, I'm going to do a book haul for you guys because also I ordered recently a few weeks ago some books on Amazon, and so I wanted to show them to you guys because I had a few books in mind to buy before I went to the bookstore, and I called them to ask if they had them in stock, and for most of the books that I mentioned, they said no. I was like, great. So I just like kind of gave up, and I was like, okay, fine. So I decided that the books I really wanted to buy and I really wanted to have beginning this new year, right, and my kind of TBR for January, I decided to buy them on Amazon. And the rest of the books, I was just going to look for them today. And if I didn't find them, I was just going to browse and just look for books and pick the ones that are calling out to me that I'm feeling. So that's the plan for today. Also, unfortunately, I don't have a Barnes & Nobles where I live. There's not a single one. I know. That's very sad and unfortunate. Trust me, every time I think about it, I feel like I'm gonna cry. But today, I'm gonna go to a local bookstore. I'm really excited because I had visited this bookstore before they relocated it and also kind of like reconstructed it. I don't know if that's the right word or term for it, but they also made it like bigger, added some new things, and so I'm just excited to visit it. Yeah, let's go book shopping. From the bookstore, and I thought I'd do a little book haul for you guys. But first, let me tell you about my experience, because I feel like I need to tell you. I was kind of like disappointed because, like I said, I had some books in mind and I had to find someone after like doing 3 rounds. Like I literally just went all around the bookstore 3 times looking for the books that I had in mind, and I didn't find them. So I was like, just in case, let me ask someone, and I did. And I actually kind of felt bad because I had like 4 books, and I was like, okay, I'm sorry, just one more. They were like so nice. They were like, don't worry, but I felt bad. Yeah, social anxiety. Great. So I asked about the books that I had in mind, and to every single one, they said no. Like they didn't have them in stock, or they just didn't sell them. So that was disappointing. Like I was very sad because oh wait, no, one book that I had in mind, I did find it, but the only one that was left, well, there were like 3 left, but they were like in Spanish. And if you don't know, like I speak Spanish too, like really fluently. It was my first language, but I prefer to read in English. That's how it's always been, and so I just didn't want to buy it in Spanish. I didn't. So again, that was a disappointment, and I was just so bummed. But I was like, I'm gonna do my second option. I'm just gonna browse and pick up books that are calling out to me, and that if I read the premise, I like it enough to buy it, because I was not gonna leave there empty-handed. So I was on a mission, and I also put my mom on that mission. She came with me. Shout out to you, Mom, by the way. I love you because she also helped me like film. She filmed me all around the bookstore and helped me find books. So I ended up buying 2. So I'm gonna show them to you guys right now. But I also thought I'd show you, I think I also said this, but some books that I bought on Amazon a couple weeks ago, and some books that I got for Christmas. So okay, let me show you first the books that I got from the bookstore. These were the 2 books that I got. So the first one is called Our Demise, and I didn't have this book in mind, but I had heard about it and good things. And what interested me about this book the most was from the people that I had heard about it, or from what I've read about it, which isn't a lot, but again, the main thing that like intrigued me and drew me to this book was that people have said that it's kind of like Hunger Games but with like magic. I'm not pretty sure. but like, just say Hunger Games and you've got my attention. I adore those movies, and so just the fact that people have said it's very similar, kind of like that concept, I was like, you know what? Yeah, let me just try, right? What have I got to lose? So it says, for the first time in this ancient, blood-stained story, the tournament is breaking. The boundaries between the city of Ilvernath and the arena have fallen. Okay, so we've got arenas as well. Reporters swarm the historic battlegrounds. A dead boy now lives again, and a new champion has entered the fray, one who seeks to break the curse for good, no matter how many lives are sacrificed in the process. As the curse teeters closer and closer to collapse, the surviving champions each face a choice: dismantle the tournament piece by piece, or fight to the death, as this story was always intended. Okay, so again, we've got like that concept of fighting to the death, just like the Hunger Games. Long-held alliances will be severed, hearts will break, lives will end, because a tale as wicked as this one was never destined for happily ever after. I mean, it sounds interesting. Everyone was right. It seems pretty similar to the Hunger Games, so that's what's intriguing me, but the rest kind of like didn't really understand, to be honest. We'll see. Okay, and the next book, again, shout out to my mom, because like I said, I had gone all around the bookstore like 3 to 5 times, even more than that, and I could just not find another book. I did find a lot of series that I had wanted to read, like the Dreamland Billionaire series, I think that's how it's called, and the Knock 'em Out series, but all those series, the only books available was like the third one. So I didn't end up buying it, obviously, because like, why would I read the third book in the series or read them out of order, you know? There were no books calling out to me or interesting enough to buy, and my mom comes up behind me and she's like, hey, I found this, you know, what about this? I read the premise. And I'm like, Mom, oh my gosh, like, I read the premise and I was like, girl, slay. She managed to find, which seems, this is, I'm pretty sure, a rivals to lovers trope, and I was like, Mom, you know me so well. And here I was thinking, like, whenever I talk to you about books, you weren't listening. But apparently, she does. I know she does, so I love you, Mom. Again, I think it was also, like, on the very top shelves, and that's why I didn't see it, because I couldn't reach. So this is called In the Same Boat by Holly Green. It says, Sadie Schofield is finally ready for the Texas River Odyssey, a 265-mile canoe race with 3 days of grueling, non-stop paddling. Every turn of the river will reveal new challenges: down trees, poisonous snakes, alligators, but the dangers are all worth it. They better be, I mean. Reaching the finish line is the only way for Sadie to redeem herself for last year, when one small mistake spiraled into disaster. When she loses her partner the night before the race, she has no choice but to team up with her former best friend turned worst enemy. So that's why I'm saying rivals to lovers trope. Everything about him irritates her, from his stupid handsome face to the way he holds his paddle. But as the miles pass, the pain builds and family secrets come to light. Sadie realizes she'll have to work with Cully instead of against him. Last year's race was a catastrophe, but this year's race just might change her life in ways she never imagined. So yeah, that's it. And again, just because it was rivals to lovers trope, I decided to give it a try. I was like, why not? Let me just buy it, right? And also just because it seems fun. Like canoe race, I've never read something like that. And it's also kind of like forced proximity, because they're gonna be like in a canoe together for 3 days. Yeah, so they're gonna have to figure that out, how to be a team and win the race. So I'm excited to read this, actually. Those were the 2 books that I got from the bookstore, and now I'm gonna show you the books that I got or bought on Amazon a couple weeks ago. So the first one is Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. I have been wanting to buy this book for so long. I have heard about it so many times, but I feel like in the field of like hockey romances, this is a pretty popular book. I don't know much about it. I only know that it's a hockey romance, but it says here Anastasia has worked her entire life for a shot at Team USA. It looks like everything is going according to plan when she gets a full scholarship to the University of California, Maple Hills, and lands a place on their competitive figure skating team. Okay, so she's a figure skater and he's a hockey player. Yeah, I mean, you can tell that by the cover. Ignore that. Nothing will stand in her way, not even the captain of the hockey team, Nate Hawkins? Tell me why, like, his name is already so, like, hot. Like, I'm giggling, kicking my feet just by his name. Kind of reminds me of Nathan from One Tree Hill.
You missed again.
Anyways, Nate's focus as team captain is on keeping his team on the ice, which is tricky when a facility's mishap means they are forced, to share a rink. with the figure skating team, including Anastasia, who clearly can't stand him. Yeah, so we've got like rivals to lovers trope, but when Anastasia's skating partner faces an uncertain future, she may have to look to Nate to take her shot. What? They partner up? That's it. That's a premise for this book. I'm excited to read it. Okay, the next book that I bought was As Good as Dead by Holly Jackson. This is the third and final book in the A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series. Obviously, I read the first one and the second one, and I have just been dying to buy the third one. But this book, like, I don't know the premise. Like, I know obviously it's gonna follow Pip and Ravi again. It says Pip is still haunted by the way her last investigation ended. She's used to online death threats in the wake of her viral true crime podcast. Yeah, I remember that. But soon the threats escalate and Pip realizes that someone is following her in real life. That's scary and creepy. Gives me like chills. I couldn't. When Pip discovers a connection between her new stalker and a local serial killer. Oh my gosh, she finds herself in the center of another case. I mean, I'm expecting to love this book. I love Holly Jackson's writing. I already love the series and the characters. Pip and Ravi, they're everything. So I'm really excited. Oh my gosh, my feet are asleep. If I look shorter, I just had to sit properly. I wasn't before. Next book I bought was Curse of the Wolf King. Okay, so I had... Oh my gosh. My legs are waking up. Give me a sec. Okay, we're back, we're good. Anyways, like I was saying, I've heard about this book quite a lot, and also Sarah Caroli has talked not about this book specifically, but about one. I think the title is The Heart of the Raven Prince. It's part of this series, and even though like you can read them out of order because they're kind of like also standalones, I just decided to read the first one because it was also intriguing to me, and I liked the premise. They're basically princess story retellings, like Beauty and the Beast, Princess and the Frog, oh, Cinderella, which I think it's The Heart of the Raven Prince. But this book is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. I absolutely adore Beauty and the Beast. The animated version, the not animated version, the one with Emma Watson, I have always, since like I was a little kid. So really excited to read this book. It says all Gemma Belle Fleur wants is to leave her past behind and forget the day scandal broke her heart. But when she's captured by a trickster, Faye King, who threatens to hold her ransom, or for ransom, she'll find herself at the top of the gossip column yet again. Unless, plagued by a curse that will soon claim his life, the human-hating King Elliot will do anything to save himself. If Gemma can use that to her advantage, she might be able to bargain her way to freedom. All she has to do is help him break his curse. There's just one hitch. To do so, they'll have to trick someone into falling in love with the beastly. Why can't I read? With the beastly brooding Elliot. With a devious alliance made, their scheme begins, bringing Gemma and Elliot into very close quarters. Soon, an unexpected desire stirs where once there was only hate. But Gemma must fight it, for when the curse is broken, Elliot will return to his true form, a wolf, and be lost to her for good. Okay, I'm like really liking it already. I was excited before, but now I'm even more excited. And the last book is I Survive by Holly Jackson. So I have also heard a lot about this book, and mostly good things. I feel like out of all the books she's written, apart from the A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series, this is also another really popular book that she's written. I've just been wanting to read another book by her, another thriller. So it says Red Kenny is on a road trip for spring break with 5 friends, her best friend and her older brother, his perfect girlfriend, a friend from school, and the guy Red wishes was more than a friend, but they won't make it to their destination. When their RV breaks down in the middle of nowhere with no cell service, they soon realize this is no accident. They have been trapped by someone out there in the dark, someone who clearly wants them dead. With 8 hours until dawn, the 6 friends must escape or figure out which of them is the target. But is there a liar among them? Buried secrets will be forced to light, and tensions inside the RV will reach deadly levels. Not all of them will survive the night. So that's it. I don't know why I was expecting more. To be honest, I'm not really intrigued. Not that much, at least, but still excited to read it, I guess. And finally, I just want to show you guys the books that I got for Christmas, but more specifically, just like, I guess, a set that I got that I had asked for and I have been wanting for so long, because these books I already own, but they're the UK covers. They're from my favorite author of all time, so you probably already guessed which author it is if you've seen my other videos. It's Emily Henry. And it's all her books, but the UK covers. I mean, look at these covers. They're so pretty. Like, People Meet on Vacation, love. Beach Read, also love. Book Lovers is the one I love the most. I'm obsessed. But no, okay, this one was the one I was most happy about. Happy place. What I was most happy about or excited about was that the UK cover comes in like paperback, which I have the US cover and it's a hardback. And you know, I prefer paperbacks, so I was really excited to get Happy Place as a paperback. So, and the cover again, so pretty. So I'm sweating right now. I'm kind of dying. So I'm gonna wrap up this video, but that's all. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, let me know if you want me to do more of these, more book shopping videos. Also, let me know in the comments which videos you'd like to see from me in this year, 2024. And I'll be glad to do it. Subscribe if you haven't yet. And I guess that's all I have to say. See you guys in my next video. Bye.